Welcome back, legends. I hope you're all fantastic. Today we're going to do a riff on 5-minute tones. It's expensive 5-minute tones. And this first installment is inspired by early 90s Van Halen. And I'm not setting out to replicate Eddie's playing or a specific sound, but if there is a metric for greatness, especially with guitar players, I think it can be measured in how many people a particular player inspires. And every time I hear Eddie play, it inspires me to pick up a guitar and start playing around and, really engage those creative juices. I'm sure a lot of you feel exactly the same way. And I was basically just reading about his early 90s rig and I was like, I kind of have most of that stuff. I should pull it out and fire it up and see what happens when I start noodling around with it. So, Soldano Hot Rod 50 Plus. It's not an SLO, so it's not like peak expensive, but these are pricey amps. They're really, really well made. They do what they do pretty much better than anything else on the planet. If you wanted to go for something similar on a budget, the EVH 5150 amps are fantastic. So are the Peavey 6505s. I have a Peavey Wolfgang special with the very expensive Googly Eye mod on it. These you can kind of grab, or you could grab fairly recently for not too much money. I don't know if that's the case anymore, but I did not pay a whole lot of money for this guitar and it performs way above expectations. The Eventide H3500 is connected post cab. By the way, I'm using my Marshall cab with 25-watt greenbacks, and that is just parked on the micro pitch shift preset, the iconic micro pitch shift preset from the Eventide. That's definitely something which just continues to escalate and use value. The reverb and the delay and the whole post amp mixing I'm doing on my Axe FX3. So this is the dry sound. What I'm going to do next is add the London Plate reverb from the Axe FX3 to add some glorious space. I love the way that sounds. And now, Grease from the Eventide. This is where it starts to get really good. That's amazing. I could play with that all day. I'm going to add some stereo digital delay from the Axe FX3. I have a Roland SDE 1000. Eddie used a pair of SDE 3000s at some point, and I basically just tried to match the frequency response of my SDE. But 300 milliseconds on one side, 600 on another side. This is just joy if you like playing lead guitar. One last little tweak is listening to Balance and For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge. There's a few tracks where you can actually hear the dry guitar sound is kind of panned like halfway to one side of the stereo spectrum. So again, because I'm using the Axe, I can do this and I'm going to pan one cab like about 50% left. The effects are still coming down the center, and there's kind of the, I guess, the magic there. You really get this giant sense of space where the dry guitar is just off to one side and you kind of hear the effects more on the other side. I love the way this sounds. Beautiful stuff. I really hope you listen to that in headphones. All right, if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments if there's other expensive 5-minute tone combinations you'd like to hear in the future. Also, let me know in the comments. If you want to support the channel, my Patreon is linked below, as is some of the music I make with my band Ragdoll. Check it out. Have yourselves a great day or evening wherever you are. I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.